Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting to order for the North Lake County Hospital District meeting on January 18th, 2024, at the Lake County Board of County Commissioners room. First off, I'd like to say Happy New Year to everyone that's here. And we're going to call this meeting to order, and we'll do roll call. Oh, well, first, wait a minute. We'll do, first, if we can have a moment of silence, and then we'll do a pledge. Thank you. Do we have any veterans out in the audience tonight? Is there a veteran? Anyone? No? Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We'll proceed with roll call.
Mr. Harper? Ms. Hooper?
Here.
Mr. Hurley? Present. Ms. Price?
Present.
Mr. Smith?
Okay. Next agenda item is presentation and approval of minutes of the budget meeting held on September 21st, 2023. Do we have any corrections that are needed? I need a motion.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Aye. All those opposed? Thank you. Yeah, we'll come back to it. Okay, we're going to pass over number 4, tab 4. We're going to go to number 5, presentation of the annual report of the Board of Trustees.
Pursuant to Chapter 2012-258, Section 4, Paragraph C, the agenda for the annual meeting of the Board of Trustees shall include but not limited to the following items on the agenda. Items number 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. One of these items is the presentation of the annual report of the Board of Trustees. This annual report has been the presentation of the minutes of any meetings that have been held since the last annual meeting that was discussed and approved. There's no action required by the board on this matter.
Thank you, Ms. Kirsty. So at this point, we're on tab 6. Okay. This is going to be the reaffirmation of Resolution 98.1.
Okay. The Resolution 98-1 was passed back on January 6, 1998, and we're just asking for the current board to reaffirm this particular resolution that gives our CPA the authority to sign any public depository reports that may be required by either the Department of Insurance or the Treasuries on behalf of the district.
I need a motion.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Passes. The next is the scheduling of meetings. Ms. Kirsty, or?
Included in the packet are the meeting dates and the tentative ideas.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's green. Can everybody hear me? There we go. In the packet is included the proposed 2024 meeting dates for reaffirmation of by the Board of Trustees prior to firm scheduling.
These dates were sent to all of the trustees. We did not have any response whether there was a conflict with anyone. So we would hope that everybody would make themselves available, particularly for the last 2 in September. Do we currently know of anyone's conflict with any of these dates? Board members?
I see. motion?
Okay, yes, we need a
Need
motion, please.
motion to approve these meeting dates?
I'll make a motion.
Oh, do you not have it? It's in your packet, in the back, I think. If not, here, you can use mine.
It's under number 6B, but I'll tell you what they are. It's May 16th, 2024, August 29th, 2024, September 12th, 2024, and September 19th, 2024, with an annual meeting January 23rd, 2025.
It looked good to me. The only question I have is August 29th. When is Labor Day this year?
I got a phone. It's like the first Monday of September.
Is that like September 6th or September 1st?
Labor Day will be Monday, September 2nd.
September 2nd.
So I was just making sure I was going to be confident with people being out there.
So August 29th is the Thursday before.
We,
I'll make a motion to approve.
okay,
Do we have a second?
we have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? See, is it passed? The scheduled meetings have passed. Okay, we're on to the election of the Board of Trustees. Ms. Kersey, you want to take that over?
Yes. We have three positions. We have a chairperson, a vice chair, and then one board member serving as secretary treasurer. So I need a motion for someone to serve as chairperson, please. Motion for anyone to serve as chairperson. No one wants to move to have anyone serve as chairperson? You can. Okay, are y'all going to move for anybody to serve as vice chair? Is this going to be a silent crowd?
I'll make a motion for Mr. Hurley to be vice chair.
I'll second it.
Mr. Hurley, are you willing to serve as vice chair?
Okay.
Okay, all those in favor of Mr. Hurley willing to be nominated and elected for vice chair, please say aye.
Aye.
Are those
Any-
opposed?
What? No, I'm sorry. I was going to carry on.
Oh.
With opposed and I forgot.
I need a motion for someone to serve as secretary treasurer, please.
I will.
Somebody want to move for Ms. Hooper to serve?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have here a second?
Me? I'll second it.
Okay. All those in favor, Ms. Hooper serving as secretary treasurer, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Did I get anybody to serve as chairperson, or did we just jump over that?
I'll do it again if it's needed.
Do I have a motion? Huh?
She got drafted.
Okay, do we have a motion, please?
Let's make a motion that Barbara Price is chairman.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All those in favor of Ms. Price serving as chairperson, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, thank you.
That might be the hardest part of the meeting
kidding.
tonight.
Not sure what happened there.
Old business, performance review.
I was empowered after last meeting to explore what the performance review Florida statute, it's a new requirement, and what that meant for this organization. And we were able to get some draft information that would exclude our organization from that performance review requirement. We are checking the last few boxes to ensure that we are not needing to comply with that statute. So that's what the current updated status of that project is.
Do we have it in here, the statute number that we're looking at? Do you know?
Yes, the statute was provided to all the board members, and we did go to the attorney who was in on the drafting. Is that correct?
Correct. She was part of the legislative process involved with that requirement, and her understanding of that was we are excluded because we not govern a hospital. So that's our understanding at this moment, that we're excluded because we do not govern a hospital.
No, I don't think we need a vote. I think we just needed to investigate, and Matt and I both have been informed, and we've read the statute. It says that if you are not governed a governing body of a special district and you govern a hospital, then you don't meet the requirement to have the performance review conducted. That's the best we can ascertain at the moment.
It seems very cut and dry to us, so I think that's where it's ultimately going to land. I would yield this, though, with the next meeting being May. We were advised that these performance reviews can take 2 to 4 months to complete and be anywhere between $25,000 and $150,000. So they would be due June 30th to the state. So if, I don't know how the Board of Trustees wants to handle if this becomes a requirement, if we uncover new information that leads us to believe we need to comply by the June 30th, I don't know that we would have time to wait until May to move forward with an organization to do the audit, so, or the performance review, I'm sorry.
I think if we find that we have been informed incorrectly and in reading the statute, I think we would have to have a special meeting for the board to allow us to hire someone, but we're getting quotes that are outrageous, the $20,000 to $150,000, then we're not going to be authorized to spend that type of money until we're absolutely sure that we have to do that. But we're being told by the Attorney General's office and the attorney that was in on the initial drafting, and what I can read in the statute does not seem it's applicable to us, but I won't swear it's the gospel.
So should we make sure that we have that in our notes today, that there is a possibility that we would have to have a meeting before the May meeting?
Yes.
I think that's the only way in which we can move forward due to the cost of the performance review, and likely would require receiving bids to make sure we're getting the best and most fair price for the services.
I don't think, we don't need to take a vote on that. Okay. Do we have any public comment tonight? Anybody? No public comment?
Sure. In lieu of MSL being here to present their drafted 9:30 agreed-upon procedures report, I believe to be included in your packet as well for your own review prior to the meeting. But based on their findings, they have approved amounts to reimburse the organizations for, included in that packet. So they were listed by organization, and they are within the budget approved for these organizations.
Okay.
They're item number 4 in your packet, if you would look at that, because we do need a motion to accept that particular audit.
Correct. Once accepted, we will move to reimburse the organizations.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is
Mr.
it in
Braun?
regard to this, Phil?
You want to wait till we get this approved, and we'll be glad to let you come up? Do we have any comments to the board here? Anyone want to make a motion to approve this?
I'll make a motion to approve this.
Do we have a second? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Mr. Braun, sorry about that. Either.
Philip Braun with UF Health Central Florida. I just have a clarification question. And I noticed there's a May 16th special meeting. You may not know the answer to this yet. Do we know the purpose of that meeting so we might be prepared if there is anything we need to do? Or is that just a placeholder, or what is the purpose of that?
I can't speak for the trustees' intent of the meeting, but Dawn and I were just planning to put like maybe a 5 to 10 minute educational piece about the Florida statute requirements related to setting the millage, the timelines associated with that, to start that meeting, to kick off discussions as that process starts. So that would be our intent for the first 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes of the meeting, depending how discussion goes.
Do you expect we'd be trying to set a millage at that meeting that early?
A tentative millage like we did in the last few years.
They're correct, yeah.
So should,
A millage cannot be set that early.
what does that mean when you say it can't be, but you can, so but you're saying you set the tentative millage, then are you now setting the floor of that millage at that meeting?
The Florida statutes wouldn't allow for that to start.
That's what happened at the last
that-
meeting.
At that period in time. I don't know what the trustees' intent for that further discussion at that meeting to be, but that is, what you said is correct.
That, I know in the last 2 or 3 years, that meeting was used to, because we have to give the property appraiser a tentative millage rate before he can send out trim notices.
Technically, the statute doesn't require a tentative millage to be set, because if one is not set, they'll advertise it at the full millage, the 1.00. So it's not required. I think that the trustees have taken that stance, though.
That was, the first time was last year, not two.
No, it was 2 years in a row.
No,
If I'm not mistaken, last year, didn't we set a tentative, and it was stated that once you set a tentative, you can't raise it, you can lower it, but you can't raise it? And
That was the position of the board, but we have a difference of opinion of whether that can transpire or not. So I think I'm not trying to put words in Matt's mouth, but I think what we were going to do was going to educate the board that this could not be a meeting that we set any type of millage. Is that correct?
Correct. Our understanding of the millage, and we're going to review that prior to the meeting, is that it can be discussed. The conversations can happen, and a number can be picked, but it can still move up or down at that point. And only after that is it set to a number that can only move down.
and I have no, I mean, I have no problems with whatever you decide to do that. My only recommendation or request would be, if you're going to do if you plan to set something you want to set in stone, I think it's only procedurally right that the providers have an opportunity to provide you with information on what they feel is necessary, what the needs are, right? I mean, it got ahead of us last year. We set a floor before any information was shared by the providers, and I just, would like that opportunity. If that means we don't need the August 29th meeting, I mean, I'm sure, I don't want to speak for the other providers, but if we have to, we'll provide information earlier. It won't be as complete of a picture. The August timeframe gives us a time to, be further down the road in our books, but I guess we would have the opportunity to have public comment at that, but I want to be clear, so we're prepared.
Sir.
Yeah.
Mr. Braun, definitely, I think we should, because it's not a funding request meeting, but I think if we let each provider maybe have 5 minutes, just to give us a basic, I'm okay with that too.
That's fair.
Just gives us a broader idea.
For clarity, would you like us to reach out to the organizations and ask them to prepare or be present for a piece of that presentation?
I think that would be wise, but I think we have to do a limited presentation. No graphics. I don't think we need graphics. I think we just need a verbal presentation of 5 minutes or less. We don't want to take up a whole night for a special, that we're calling a special meeting, because August is our presentation of funding requests.
Yes, ma'am. I just believe the funding request will be required to be advertised. I need to make sure that the May would not need to be advertised as well, so that any organization that wanted to participate would have the opportunity to be aware of the May meeting. So I'll look into that, and we'll advertise if needed.
Sure. What I think maybe what if we could do is, wouldn't actually be a funding request. It would be like, maybe just a kind of we had this, we had that. We're not asking for any money at this point, but we just wanted you to see the picture of where we are. That's pretty much, I think, as board, it's up to you. You have input on this, so feel free.
Just an outline of what's going to happen, or what needs to happen.
So just an update of how their year went, maybe what they're thinking towards the next year? Okay.
Do we need a motion on that or anything? I don't think so. Okay. Mr. Braun, are you okay with that? Okay, thank you. Do we have any other matters necessary to achieve the 4 mental goals? Any other questions, concerns to the board? Anyone? No? Oh, Mr. Hooper.
Can I bring a recorder to record the meeting so I can notes to?
Well, they're going to be recording it, so they've been very fast in getting the minutes to us. So as soon as we do, we can send them out to you immediately, so you won't have to do that. Okay?
Just a note by our audio tech in the back, they're asking that people speak directly into the microphone.
Phone isn't on.
Is yours on?
It wasn't
Oh,
on.
it's not. Do you want to go ahead and ask that question again so everyone can hear you?
Yes, I was just going to ask if we were going to have a outline of what we were supposed to be talking about?
Well, you won't have it before the meeting if you're asking that.
But
I mean,
is that what the May 16th meeting is going to be, is?
we're going to ask all the entities, the clinics and the hospitals to give a small presentation as to
Oh,
where they
okay.
currently are and what their needs might be versus a full funding request meeting.
Okay, so it's
Okay.
kind of a tentative funding
Yeah, and
request?
then it will be recorded as soon as the minutes are prepared and we receive them, we'll send them out to you immediately. So you'll have the opportunity to look at them between the May and the August date.
And if I may add, at that meeting, we'll likely also have at least in draft form, the December 31st quarterly agreed-upon procedures from MSL and potentially even the March 31st, which both could be ratified or approved for reimbursement.
All right, thank you. I think that's a really good compromise to allow the entities to come up and present and, express their wants. Of course, it's not a funding request meeting, it's just I think it's a great time to have an in-between meeting so that we're not bombarded in August also. I think it's just a good time to do that. Yes, it does cost us a little extra money because we have to advertise it, but I think for the good of the taxpayers, I think it's a good idea. As well, our different entities can come and talk, but it's also a public meeting for public input too. So with that, if there's no further items on the agenda, call the meeting to end. Adjourned.
Well, that was short.